What is Trey Jones doing here? Stay underneath Shai Gilgeous-Alexander here as he posts you up. Battle for position. Why is Trey Jones gambling here? Look at this gamble. Well, you never guard like this. You obviously have to keep your man in front of you, and you got to be seeing the ball, which you're not doing. The other issue is when you're guarding like this, because you're not seeing the ball, this is supposed to be a switch, and you're not there. That's not great. Okay, this is the problem with backpedaling, is you are committing to a switch too early. So you just backpedal into the screen. You've already committed to a switch right here. You're not guarding the ball anymore. Well, this player isn't even close to being ready to guard the ball. One, because Shai Gilgeous-Alexander hasn't even come off the screen yet. So now, again, this player is going to be off balance, and with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander being off balance is not a strong recipe. You can see the Spurs player feeling out a screen. You cannot do this. Look at the Spurs player. Look at him looking for a screen. Well, you're guarding the ball. And now this is, you get beat. It'll switches late. That brings a double. That leaves people open. You cannot be just seeing the ball. You have to see your man. Look at this player just staring at the ball here. So you're going to get beat back door because of that. So what does that mean? This player's going to have to step up to help, and then you're apparently now supposed to switch to the corner, but it's so late that this player's open. What is Malachi Bradham doing? You can't just be seeing the ball. You got to see your man as well. So if Josh Richardson's coming to double, there's no point for you to be in the paint. You should be out here. Because when Josh Richardson doubles, you got to be able to rotate. And this player's same thing. What are you doing? Get out, because you got to rotate here, and Richardson have to come to the corner. But there's no, you double without a rotation, so it's an open three. Not lean towards the screen. Look at the Spurs player leaning towards the screen that way. Whoops, now you're beat the other way. Look at Jeremy Sohan right here, leaning towards what he thinks is a screen this way. So you're leaning this way. Whoops, well, a screen is now being set here. So what does that mean? That means you're switching over the top of the screener. So cannot guard this way. I mean, your man is in the... I mean, are you seeing your man? This is unreal. Okay, so Trey Jones is out of position here, as you can see, guarding Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. You got to get in the gaps of your Jakob Poeltl right here. Okay, you got to get your feet set. You got to be in a defensive stance. When Shai Gilgeous-Alexander comes this way, your feet are set in defensive stance. You can help, you can stunt, and recover, and you're not giving up a three. But again, like, this is a problem if you're not there. Horrible transition defense. You cannot end up with two people guarding the same person in transition. That's a lack of communication. Someone should have said, I've got Josh Giddey, so Trey Jones goes here, or vice versa, okay? But you communicate. This is what not communicating in transition looks like. So now Lugon Stort's got it, out of position, goodbye. Okay, this is off a block shot. You need way better effort from the Spurs player here. You got to sprint back in transition. I mean, this is insane. Like, are you kidding me with that? That's what we're doing right now? If you are going to play on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's side like this, you've got to get up and force him baseline. Because if he's able to turn the corner on you, you're not going to be able to guard him. Because you're going to have to twist your whole body around. So you're going to have to keep him baseline. This player's going to have to step up and help. This player would have to help the helper. We'd have to get some rotating going on over here. But look at this. So you're going to look at how he turns the corner. You have to twist your entire body around. If you want to be in the gaps defensively, your feet have to be set. You cannot be moving your feet inward. Look at the Spurs player. Look at him moving his feet inward. You have no time now to get out and actually guard the ball. So it's just going to be rip and go right by you. Again, we have a Spurs player just staring at the ball. What are you doing? If you just stand and stare, this offensive rebound's going to go to someone else. Get your feet set in a defensive stance. Look at this player right here. Not in a defensive stance. Feet are not set. So look when this player catches this ball. You're not able to guard. Your feet aren't set. You're out of position. Good night. You go leaning towards the screen again. Look at this Spurs player. Look at him lean towards the screen. You get beat the other way. See what's happening here. Stanley Johnson is committing to a switch before a screen is set and this player comes off the screen. So Stanley Johnson's already committed to this switch. Well, Zach Collins isn't ready to guard because this player hasn't even come off the screen yet. So now you end up like switching, but then switching back. But like now this is terrible. You can never guard like this. Your man, you have to keep your man in front of you. Look at this Spurs player. Your man's not in front of you. So, you know, I think there's a good chance this could happen. Okay, this player's already out of position because you can see him expecting a screen that never gets set. So look what happens. So you're already out of position, all right? So don't gamble here. Like, you have some chance of getting a stop here. You gambling here gives you 0% chance of getting a stop. A totally unnecessary double team from Jeremy Sohan. This player is guarding fine. This dribble is picked up. You can't just double for fun, okay? Like, if you're going to go double, this player's got to rotate down and take your guy. I mean,